All right, in this week's recap, we've got minor gains for major stock indices, a March deadline looms for U.S. China trade talks, and good news about the service industry.
Emotion has no place in your investments, so how do you know what news actually matters? Hi, I'm Eric, and in the next few minutes, we're going to forget the headlines and focus on the facts. Here's what really happened last week.
Major U.S. stock benchmarks eked out slight gains last week with corporate profit reports and news about U.S. China trade negotiations vying for investor attention over the 5 trading sessions. The big 3 ended the week little changed from where they settled the previous Friday. The Dow Jones Industrials rose 0.17%, while the S&P 500 index gained 0.05%. And the NASDAQ Composite ended the week up 0.47%. Looking at international stocks, the MSCI index retreated 0.47%. As of last Friday, 66% of all S&P 500 companies had reported fourth quarter earnings. So far, 71% of these firms have announced earnings exceeding estimates, and 62% have seen revenues top projections. Halfway through earnings season, 2019 future guidance has been a mixed bag for the S&P 500 companies. For Wall Street, future earnings can be just as important as current earnings. We keep a close eye on both. March 1st is the 90-day deadline set by President Trump for a trade deal with China. If no agreement is reached, the U.S. may consider a new round of tariffs. On Thursday, news that President Trump and Chinese President Xi may not meet before the March 1st deadline added to the market volatility. The decision by the U.S. on new tariffs may hinge on how much progress has been made toward a new agreement. We do not expect that to become clear until the deadline nears. Many indicators help economists take the pulse of the overall economy. The Institute for Supply Management keeps a critical but not widely followed index which helps gauge the health of the service sector. The January reading on this index came in at 56.7. Any reading above 50 shows that the service industry is seeing solid growth. All right, looking ahead at this week's key economic data, on Wednesday, January's Consumer Price Index comes out. This index measures monthly and yearly inflation. Then on Thursday, December retail sales figures come out, and this is a delayed release due to that government shutdown. And then wrapping up the week on Friday, January's preliminary University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index comes out, and this is a gauge of consumer confidence levels. And then just one final thought. Over the next several weeks, we are expecting more volatility as the markets digest economic news, a new wave of corporate earnings, and twists and turns on the geopolitical front. We will be watching to see if anything changes our short-term and our long-term view. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out and contact us.
Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. If you'd prefer to read the transcript each week, you can subscribe to that at www.erichagen.pro. Also, if you'd like to get financially organized, head on over to nocostfinancialdashboard.com and take control of your financial future. Lastly, if you want to find out if you're invested right, visit getinvestedright.com right now. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.